Data. Hello, everyone. Today, I'm going to talk about a topic of data generalization and summarization. Data generalization and summarization based characterization. Data and objects in database often contain detailed information at primitive concept levels. For example, the item relation in a sales database may contain attributes describing low-level item information such as item ID, name, brand, category, supplier, place made, and price. This requires an important functionality in data mining called data generalization. Next, data generalization. Data generalization is a process that abstracts a large set of task relevant data in a database from a relatively low conceptual level to high conceptual levels. The generalizations of large data sets can be categorized according to two approaches: the data cube or OLAP approach. Second one is the attribute oriented induction approach. Attribute oriented induction. Attribute oriented induction approach to the generalization and summarization based characterization was first proposed in 1989. The data cube approach can be considered as a data warehouse based on pre-computation oriented metallized view approach. It performs offline aggregation before an OLAP or data mining query is submitted for processing. The attribute-oriented induction approach, a relation database query-oriented generalization based on line data analysis technique. Next, some aggregation in the data cube can be computed online, while offline pre-computation of multidimensional space can speed up attribute-oriented induction as well. To first collect the task relevant data using a relational database query and then perform generalization based on the examination of the number of distinct value of each attributor in the relevant set of data. Examples: specifying a data mining query for characterization with DMQL. Suppose that a user would like to describe the general characteristics of graduate students in the big university. The attributes may come name, gender, major, birthplace, birth data, phone number, and GPA. Use big university DB. I characteristics has science students in relevant to name, gender, major, birthplace, birth date, phone number, GPA, with that from student with status in graduate. Transforming a data mining query to a relational query. The transformed query is executed against the relational database, Big University DB, and return the data show. This table on which induction will be performed. Like use Big University DB, select name, gender, major birth, place, birth date, phone number, GP from student, their status in MSc, MA, MBA, and PhD. Data generalization two types. Attributes removed. There is a large set of distinct values for an attributes of the initial working relation. There is no generalization operator on the attributes. Its higher level concepts are expressed in terms of other attributes. Attribute generalization. If there is a large set of distinct values for an attributes in the initial working relation, and there exists a set of generalization operation on the attributes, this corresponds to the generalization rule known as climbing generalization trees. In learning example or concept trees ascension. First technique called attribute generalization threshold control. Second technique called generalization relation threshold control. Attribute oriented induction. For each attributes of the relation, the generalization proceeds as follows. First one, name. The large number of distinct values for gender, no generalization operation defined attributes is removed. Next, gender. There are two distinct values. The attributes is written. Major. Support the concept hierarchy has defined the attributes measure to generalization to the values. Next is birthplace. The attributes has a large number of distinct values. Birth data defined as city or province or status with greater less than or country. Next is birth date. Support the hierarchy exists that can generalization birth date to age and age to age range. Residence. The number of distinct vowels for number and street will likely be very high. Phone. The attributes contain too many distinct values and therefore be removed in generalization. GPA. Support a concept hierarchy exists for GPA that groups values for grade point average numerical intervals like 3.75 to 4, 3.5 to 75, and so on. Efficient implementation of attribute-oriented induction algorithm. Attribute-oriented induction mining generation characteristics in relation database given a user data mining request. Input like DB a relation database, DMQ query a data mining query, a list of attributes, get a set of concept hierarchies or generalization operators on attributes. Fifth one is a get fresh. Outputs and methods are like output will be P, a prime generalization relation with methods. The method is outlined as follows. W get task relevant data with the DMQ query and D. The working relevant hold the task relevant data. Prepare for generalization. Scan W and collect the distinct values for each attributes. For each attribute, AI determine if not computer its minimum desired level. Thank you. This is all about the generalization, data generalizations and summarization.